and welcome. Today we will be looking at the spawn pad device and how it works. Remember, if there's anything in specific you need to ask me about this entire thing, please feel free to comment below and add me. My gamer tag is on the screen right now if you need to add me. The official name for the player spawn pad is called player spawner, and it's on the third row down from the very top of the devices menu. Now, a cool thing about the device is that since it's a prop, you can do whatever you want with it. You can resize it, you can rotate it, you can do whatever you want. Now, let's look at the actual device and see what's in it. Now, these first few settings are like really important settings because you're going to have them on every single device, especially enabled during phase. Now, what enabled during phase means is, do you want it to start in the pre-game phase, like create mode, or if it's published just before the game starts and you spawn there, do you want it to be during gameplay, so when the game starts, that's where the player spawns, or do you want it to be on create only, which is where you're on create mode and that's where you spawn? Basically, what enabled during the phase means in general, it means is the device switched on or off, and depends when it is. Player team device. Now you can switch this to any team. You can switch this to no teams, which is none. You can have it to any team that spawns it, or you can have it to team 1, team 7, team 14. You can have it on anything. Player class is around, like, it's pretty much the same as player team, but all it is it's the exact same essentially. You can have it on any class, no classes. You can have a class 16, class 29. It just means which teams, which classes can spawn. Priority group basically just means a group of devices, or specifically this device, like the spawn pad, a group of them. Like group 1 is the highest priority, then group 100 being the lowest, or if there's even a priority, it will be the highest priority out of any other that have no priority. Pretty much just means the device will try to spawn you on that spawn pad all the time, but if it can't, then it can't, but it will try. You use this island start pretty much when you go into the island through the rift. You spawn in on the spawn pad or in the sky. Visible in game just means the base, like, of the spawn pad. Can you see it? Can you not see it? Simple on or off. Play audio, pretty much just have it off, which is no. It basically plays a little jingle when you start and like spawn in. And yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Only if visible, it means if you have visibility on of the base, it will make the little jingle. The enemy range check pretty much just checks if there's an enemy near the spawner and pretty much evaluates, is it safe to spawn there or not. If there's other spawners, it will spawn you there, not next to an enemy, but if that's the only spawner, you will still spawn there. All display enemy range means is when you're on create mode, does it actually show the radius of the enemy's range, so you can get a better understanding of where to place other spawners and where to place them, where to not place them, and all that. Basically, when a trigger is activated, it will spawn in it will respawn the player that is currently alive back to the spawn pad. Now onto functions. You have enable and disable. Enable and disable are the most important functions you're going to be seeing in all devices, and I'm going to use a button to demonstrate how to use this device a bit better. Enable when receiving from just means when a device activates, will it enable the spawner, and then disable, all that means is just, does it disable when a device activates or whatever triggers it. Spawn player when receiving from just means, does the player spawn when receiving from a channel even though they're already in the game, so they just respawn dying and then spawn back. I'm going to do a demonstration at the end of this video of what the hell I'm doing with the button device. The button device is something I'll get to at a later date, but don't worry, you'll probably see that in my 4th or 5th tutorial. Now the 2 events for this are on player spawned, send event 2, and on spawn failed, send event 2. So when the player spawns, you can make it so the button like enables or disables, basically just means can you use the button or not when the player spawns. On spawn failed, all that means is if the spawn fails, it will receive a signal to something else, which is really complicated to talk about this early on, so I'll get to it at a lot later stage with a device that I hate. I'm now going to do a quick demonstration of what all this actually does, and it's a very simple thing. Now if I press the button, I should just respawn at a random spawn pad, because I did not specify which spawn pad to teleport to after I died. But anyways, that's everything you'll need to know about the spawn pad and how it works. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Leave a like, subscribe and comment. I don't care. Nobody watches me anyway.